Hello everybody, it's Dean Spillabine back on your screen on the post-game analysis screen. This is different. So the thing is, me and some friends were playing Dota, and the game went really well. Really well as in, really well as in one of my friends got 33 kills, 1 death, and 7 assists. We had 40 total kills that game. This is a different format I'm trying out, just going over the replay and seeing what happened, how things went so right is kind of what I want to figure out. Also just getting some casting practice, honestly just because. On the Radiant side, we got ourselves a 5-stacked party with a wonderful selection of characters. And on the Dire side, we got ourselves a wonderful 4-stack with a 1 random. We got me playing position 3 Phoenix, and a pause 4 Viper, who is played by a friend of ours that only recently got into actual games of Dota. So, new player. Other 2 friends play the game a little bit more. One of them plays it a lot. The carry is also Jack from an earlier video that I did, so we'll get to see some more of his gameplay. We got Midius on a position 5 Venge, and they also play a little bit. The game just kind of turned into me and Venge supporting our Faceless Void and giving him a lot of farm and kills. Like, just to talk about how crazy this is. His first assist was somewhere near the 2-minute mark. However, his second assist only happened around the 19-30-minute mark. So for 17 minutes straight, he's been getting kills like crazy. And he only ever got 1 death throughout that entire game, so that's pretty impressive. Well, enough about the pregame, time to get into the actual game of Dota. So a strategy that our group came up with, seeing as that our new player is fairly good on Viper, we just had him go Viper, Poison Attack to apply a bunch of slows and Magic Resist Reduction. I play Phoenix because I play a lot of them, and just kill the lane and end up winning eventually. That's the strategy. And we'll start out with a bounty rune. Let's see what happens bottom.
Centaurs, wizards, Medusas, you're here.
Wyvern comes in with a Q, slowing down Viper just a bit. Damage isn't a lot. Phoenix coming in for a Fire Spirit's damage. Trade isn't enough. Honestly, Dire Side got a downside on that. Meanwhile, Venge and Void, I believe they got a rune. They got a rune earlier, so it's 2 for 2. Mid lane starting out on the Radiant side, more on Lena's. Lena also gets off the Light Strike Array and early damage. Same trade though, as creeps come up and do damage to Lena. Meanwhile top, Venge is harassing the Ancient Apparition, giving space for Void to get farm. Not taking much damage themselves. Underlord only has his passive, so he can't really do too much, only reducing their damage by like 3 for the time being. Also, a combo that Venge has at least with Faceless Void. Void does a lot of bashing. Bashing is an extra attack with extra damage. Vengeful Spirit does Wave of Terror, reducing armor by a noticeable amount and reducing attack damage. At least when it comes to pairing with Faceless Void, if you attack things with less armor, they die quick. And that's going to be foreshadowing. Meanwhile, bottom, we're getting whatever scraps we can get our hands on. Most of the time, Wyvern coming in with a random Q, doing little bits of chip damage. The bottom lane didn't really go well in our favor, because both of our heroes are really good harassing heroes. However, Lifestealer doesn't care about harassing, because he's got Feast, and he just regenerates any health that he loses. Meanwhile, as for me and Viper, our attack animations aren't very high, so actually securing last hits or denies are going to be very difficult. So throughout most of the laning phase, Phoenix and Viper were doing whatever chip damage that they could, mostly to Wyvern, because Lifesteal doesn't really matter, and taking whatever.
Blood.
And First Blood is taken by the Faceless Void, with second kill going to Venge. Alright, how did that unfold? Near the Radiant side tower, damage is being done on the Underlord. Armor reduction on him. Extra bash coming in for the kill. Unlucky bashes, so no bashing, but Venge goes to get the second kill, and thus the first assist for our Void. Heading back bottom, a pull happened recently, but Wyvern comes in with a good slow. Lifestealer with an extra slow from Ghoul Frenzy, not able to kill the Viper. Phoenix going in for the kill on Wyvern, but Wyvern uses Cold Embrace, saving her life. Phoenix trying to get away, kind of trying to create space. However, Blood Grenade out on Wyvern, slowing the Phoenix just enough for Q to get online and to continue to be in range, and the kill goes through. Phoenix is dead. Also, I was personally surprised when this happened to me over there, because I thought I would actually live, like only barely. And I guess I just didn't. Meanwhile at mid, Tinker got a missile out. Lena doesn't have much mana, although Tinker doesn't either. No one has any bottle charges. Wait a sec. Well, that's actually kind of a nice... It's an interesting ward spot, because you almost barely get enough vision at the top here, on the other side of the lane. However, only problem with that is that it doesn't give vision of the runes, same with the bottom side. So it's a fairly safe observer ward location, as in there's probably no way that people actually go get it, and you can only barely get vision on the high ground. I'll only mention that because I don't actually know about that spot. Probably if it was a little over to the left, probably like where that tree is right here, it probably would have been an even better spot, just so you can get the vision of the rune top. Other than that, mid lane's honestly kind of chill. No one's really able to do much, it seems. Heading back top, Ancient Apparition does a pull. They get Venge out of position. Almost dead. Faceless Void coming in for the extra bashes, saving Venge's life. Underlord coming out with kind of a worse end of that trade. Continuing on, Underlord gets his Q off, killing the Venge, unfortunate. Void coming in for the kill on Underlord. Successful! Bashes win the game. Alright, can you get also Ancient Apparition? Oh, very close, but that's a yes for that. Another kills for Void. Only a bit of time later, Underlord just got back from base. Void really going in for another kill. Very desperate for more kills. Oh, that's level 6 for Void now. Chronosphere is active. Yeah, that minus armor from Venge is really doing a lot of work. That armor reduction by 4? When it comes to Underlord, he only has the extra... Well, he just got Helm of Will, so he actually would have had 1 armor normally, but now he gets reduced to even less. Meanwhile, mid, is something going on? No, Lena's just low on mana. Tinker spamming. Okay, not much else. Heading back bottom, Viper recently got the Wisdom rune. They're heading back to bait, or heading back to lane. Phoenix sending out Fire Spirits to try and do whatever damage to Lifestealer possible. Though not too much damage, as Lifestealer just kind of heals off most of it anyway. Pull is successful by Winter Wyvern, pulling the lane underneath their tower, and another kill for the Void top. Not sure when that happened. Are they going to go for another kill on Underlord? That is confirmed. He gets another double kill. At this point, Void has enough levels to match the other 2 mid laners, and everyone else is at level 5 or 4. Seems like just to recover, Underlord trying to get as much farm from jungle as possible. Stack is successful by Apparition, yep. So that's another Ancient stack available, and a camp is ready for whenever an Underlord is able to. And everyone, and the top 3 are at level 8 now. Oh, meanwhile, bot... Oh, jeez! Okay, hold on. Backing up a bit. Wyvern uses Q, slows both Viper Phoenix. They're gonna go in. Lifestealer going in for the kill on Viper, and is successful, but Faceless Void coming in with the Chrono gets Wyvern and Lifestealer. Kills the Wyvern first. Almost kills the Lifestealer, but gets away with Infest. Lena comes in, nukes down Void, but Void just walks it off, literally. Void coming back in, almost no mana, but he does have 1 charges with a Lotus. Stuns out on the Void. Ooh, Lifestealer coming in trying to do some more damage, but he forgets that Void does damage too, and much more. Lena will get out with her life. And Apparition ult has been wasted, unfortunately. Alright, so from that gank by the Faceless Void, he got 2 kills out of it. One on Lifestealer, one on Wyvern, dead for a bit. Now, I don't believe much will happen to the tower, but fact is that their carry just got annihilated. And just as a good carry should, Jack goes right into the jungle lane so he can get as much farm as possible while his Chronosphere isn't active. Because he is strong without it, but with it, ooh, he can kill even more. So, while he's waiting, time to farm. Gonna follow Void up top. Looks like he's going for some more farm. Nope, swap, Venge. Venge swapped in for Underlord. Dodges the AA blast. No, he doesn't. He still gets frostbitten, but Apparition is dead regardless. Underlord is very low. Underlord tries a TP out, but gets bashed instantly. Void low on mana, but regens it pretty quickly. Ready for another fight soon. That's another 2 kills for the Void. And with that, top tower is taking heavy damage on the Radiant side. I'd like to point out that out of all of the kills in the game currently, Void has 12. The next highest is 2. Looks like a fight is brewing bottom. Oh, Apparition ult out. Viper has been frostbitten. Ben's trying to get a swap in range. Not in range, unfortunately. 3 back off, but our Faceless Void is present with a Chronosphere. Let's see if we get a good play. Supernova is also ready, so a big big team fight will happen. Any moment now.
Don't look now, but Radiant's bottom tower is getting obliterated.
Avenge going for Alina. Not able to follow up. Just waiting for something. Oh no! Winter's Curse on the Phoenix, stopping all initiation. With Chronosphere, that's unfortunate. No kills out of that. Underlord coming in behind them as well, rooting them in place. Unfortunately, everyone in that fight dies except Void gets out and Tinker, who wasn't even in that fight. So that Winter's Curse really did stop all progress. They did have a ward on top, and I think we knew that there was a ward, we just weren't able to take it out in time before the properly placed curse really just kind of stopped us. And it seems like something else is happening over here. Just some basic tower defending, but only Phoenix has their ult available. Void is going off because no Chronosphere, so... Even though they won that team fight, they weren't able to do as much damage to the towers they realistically should have. So, they didn't seize the opportunity. So because I was playing in this game, I'll give you a little bit of insight. Because of how this game was going, I can't really do much on my own as a position 3. I don't have really good initiation, but this is where Hand of Midas comes in. With Hand of Midas, I can afford really expensive items and just get farm more securely. And main thing I'm doing with this Hand of Midas is getting a shard after that and going for a Scythe of Ice. Because with Scythe of Ice, I could use Dive to go in and just crowd control someone later on in the game. That is probably the best thing that I can do in this situation. Damage-wise, there's a Lifestealer, he can just kind of ignore that, and there's a fight going on mid. Chronosphere used, mid is destroyed, Wyvern support is also destroyed. Looks like they're going on the Viper bottom. They're able to kill him, but the Apparition ult comes out, and unfortunately unable to add much to that, so that was kind of unnecessarily used. Phoenix kind of low, getting away. TPing out. Underlord coming in, and misses the root. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Oh, if only he hadn't used his Ice Blast at the time. Oh well. Heading down bottom. Lifestealer is under vision, so Dire does know Lifestealer is there. They don't go on him, however, as they can't properly kill him. Stacks out for Ancients and Small Camp. Right. Oh, no, they got taken earlier, so no stacks.
Dire is scanning.
Void coming in for a kill on Wyvern, unfortunately unable to do the kill. He does have haste, however. He's looking for something to kill. Oh, he sees the Lina. Coming in for a quick kill. Chrono used on the Lina. Lina is dead. No doubt about that. Apparition ult out, Wyvern coming in for a follow-up. But Void gets away just in time. Now, at that moment, how did Void see the Lina, out of curiosity? I wonder how. So in that moment, Lina was in vision for a little bit due to the Observer Ward placed by the Venge earlier, which gave Void enough information that Lina was somewhere in this area, which resulted in an easy kill. And Wyvern and Ancient Apparition trying to follow up as quickly as possible, unfortunately unable to do anything about it. And with that, it gives our Void his 15th kill.
Getting obliterated.
Viper Strike on the Lifestealer, but Lifestealer just teleports out, leaving the tower for dead. That's reasonable. I mean, there's no way to defend against that with your character's kind of not there. But bottom tower is basically destroyed. Bottom area is freed up. Anything else going on at the moment? Nothing of note. Wait, he got his Manta. Void must have just got Manta from that fight. And he's going immediately in. Using it on the Underlord, using the Manta to get out of the route so he can finish him off. That's the next kill. Oh wait, no, that was an assist. And this was our Void's second assist. Meanwhile, mid, anything going on? Oh, Phoenix going in and dying. Just dying. Lina has a Glypnir as her first item, like actual legitimate item. It's a fairly okay one, swap out by Venge to avoid the Frost Blast. Tinker coming in with the protection. Wyvern curses Void. Nothing else can be done. Void Mantas to get out. And the fight stops. However, all 5 of Radiant is mid, so possibly mid tower's going down pretty soon. Whatever defenses are being placed as much as possible. Phoenix coming in. A little late, but they were dead at the time, so whatever. Glypnir from the Lina. Phoenix gets out. Void coming in, bashing as much as possible. Not able to finish off. Manta used. Lina is killed. So, Void is silenced by the Winter Wyvern. Supernova is out to try and protect Void. Chrono is used as well. Ultra kill for the Void. Can he get himself a rampage? Lifestealer is in sight. Everything's kind of on cooldown. Almost no mana for the Void. It's an epic anime battle. Oh, that's it. That's the rampage. Anytime there's like carries fighting against each other with right-click battles, I just say that that's like an epic anime battle, because it is. Oh yeah, this is our 20th kill for the Void. So any kills beyond this will make him go beyond godlike. Oh, and he got a Mjolnir. Oh gosh, and an Invis rune. Oh no, what's he gonna do with this thing? It's going to go on the Underlord. Shows up out of nowhere. Manta out of the root. Oh no, he got ganged up on by. Oh no! That's an unfortunate end to the godlike kill streak. That silence on Wyvern has actually doomed Void quite a bit so far. It's a bit of a wild card pickup, just because don't really expect it, but it has proven effective. Now, all Void has to do is, yeah, he's getting his BKB. So, silence might not be effective for very long. They'll have to figure something out later. Fight going on, Glypnir out on the Void. Void's silenced while Curse is happening, so it doesn't really do too much. He does take amplified damage, Supernova out, preventing anyone from actually going in to do anything to the Void. They able to get the Lena? Void coming in. Goes through the shield rune. Lena is down. Underlord can't go through his portal. He's got Chronode. He's down as well. I'd also like to point out that this time, Void is about 7,000 net worth above the next. That's the mid. And the mid barely has enough more money than the core on the enemy team. Also, Radiant mid tier 2 tower is down. Ice Blast is used, but it's almost no effect. And everyone gets out scot-free. Lena coming in towards the Viper bottom. Everything used. But can't get the kill.
Radiant scanning for enemies.
Uh-oh. Radiant just scanned. Oh, that's the Ice Blast Tracer. Is it gonna hit him? Uh-oh. Oh no, it hit him! Is he gonna go down from that? It probably will. Yep. Almost got out with his life, but that scan from the apparition actually got him. At the same time, heading up top, Dire's getting themselves a Roshan. Aegis going on Void, as per usual. Dire is smoked up, running into Underlord. Whiffed the root. Underlord is down, another kill for Void. Now we're doing battle at the tier 2 top, which is ooh! Phoenix got himself the Scythe, which coming in hexed on the Wyvern, but Wyvern counters with a curse. Stops any offensive, but Void continues to go in. Wait, what happened to Wyvern? Void goes in. Ooh, Wyvern blinked out just a moment before. Okay. So, Winter's Curse has been used. However, they did not get killed, which is a fair trade in their eyes. Void now's got his BKB. Meanwhile, the Lifestealer, barely has Manta. Yikes. Also, I just want to point out, because I think this is funny, during this part of the game, Void, around this point, told me to buy a Lotus, otherwise he'd killed me. So I'm gonna buy a Lotus before he kills me too. So at that point, tier 2 bottom is getting taken from Radiant. People are coming in. Wyvern initiates with a curse. Phoenix coming into Scythe on the Wyvern, stopping them, but Venge still dies. Lena TP'd in as well. Faceless Void got rooted, uses Manta to get out. Rooted again by a Clipnir. Gets back. Phoenix Sunray out, Supernova online. Lena going on Supernova. Supernova goes down even though Chronosphere's down due to random projectiles. Viper slowing on the Underlord, and Underlord's going down. Void Aegis popped. Apparition Blast on, kills the Viper. However, Void will get out. Will he? Manta just to distract, and he's home free. TP's out without an issue. So with that, they're going to carry the momentum all the way to Dire bottom tier 2. Will they be able to take it, though, is the question. Swap out on the Underlord. No follow-up was available at the time. But Tinker is TP'ing in. Going on the Underlord as quick as possible. Wyvern countered with a Curse Silence. Curse doesn't last as long as possible. AA Blast in the back lines. Lifestealer in the back lines as well. Lifestealer about to take on the Tinker. Ooh, kill secured by the Underlord. Phoenix dove out, Viper down, unfortunately. At this point, they should try to get the tier 2. However, there's a slight issue. They have no creeps. Because, this person over here. Venge actually, right after that fight ended, cut the wave. And that'll prevent them from getting the Dire tier 2. Bit of time passing. Everyone's just farming as much as they can. Waiting for abilities to get ready, waiting for any opportunity, really. Something to consider, the amount of farm that actually is on the map. At this point, while there is nothing happening, everyone always has at least one camp to get some amount of farm in. Wait. Void and Venge investigating Radiant Triangle. We gonna find anyone? Venge does find a sentry, though. Worded Radiant Triangle, so that should be... Ooh, Dire has smoked up. Void has an Invis rune. Definitely something will come up out of this. Venge swap on the Luna, Scythe on the Luna as well. Ooh, but the counter curse by the Wyvern resulted in Venge's death. Lifestealer tried to infest the Lena to survive. Doesn't work out as the Chrono Supernova happens, resulting in another 2 kills for Void. And Wyvern goes down, triple kill for Void. Alright, so as I was saying about like how large the map actually was, it's big. There's like camps all over the place. Of course, not over here where I'm at. Oh, Tormentor to the Dire side. Ooh, and Phoenix got themselves a Lotus, which also means Void doesn't kill the Phoenix. Anyways, tons of camps around the place. You don't really get an idea of how large the map is until you zoom out like this. Just scanning over. Oh, Lifestealer finally got their Manta. Neat. It's about Void. It's about Roshan time. 1 minute till. They're checking, or Dire is checking it currently. Lena Iascati. I haven't actually been looking at their items for a bit. But Lena Iascati, what else? Wyvern just has a Witchblade. I don't know if that's as new as it should be. Oh. Oops. Dire smoking into Radiant Triangle. Nobody knows that they're smoked. And nobody knows where anyone is either.
That thing is standing on its last brick. It's just creepy.
They do go under Radiant Vision, but there's no one to kill. They notice the Underlord. However, they're looking for a bigger kill than Underlord, like on Lena or Lifestealer. Unfortunately, they're on the other side of the map. Ooh. Refresher Orb on Faceless. We're gonna get double Chronos now. He also at some point got a Monkey King bar, so that's pretty crazy. Roshan has been found out, and will soon fall. AA Blast out on Dire and the Roche Pit. All of them got hit, but no follow-up, so as nice as it was, it didn't really do much. Oh! Chrono on the Lena, right on the rim of it. She's gonna save herself by Yules, but gets hexed by Phoenix. Down goes the Lena. It has started. Sieging top tier 3 of the Radiant base. AA Blast out. Void dodges it. Trying to bash out Underlord. Venge swap the Underlord towards their team. Underlord saved by the Cold Embrace. Venge is going down soon. Eventually. Oh, but Void comes in with a double Chrono on the 2 supports, killing Wyvern. However, Venge has fallen due to Underlord. Apparition down by Void. Coming down at the moment. Wyvern by his back, gets ready to come in for another round. Silence out on the Void. Manta purges the silence. Phoenix is stopped. Oh, Supernova out. Sunray Supernova. Major damage done to people, but no follow-up, unfortunately. Chronos have been used, both of them. Looks like everyone got outs, of course, except the Phoenix and the Venge. Middle tier 2 undergoing 2 waves of creeps. Taken out quite easily. Void closing in on Wyvern. Do they get a kill? Oh my. How many times has Wyvern just barely blinked out of the time dilation area? Oh, well, Void goes in. Tries to do whatever they can on the Underlord.
Looks like Dire's top tower is in trouble.
Swap on the Underlord closer to Void, but Void goes down, but pops the Aegis. Void will be respawning in a mere moment. AA Blast on the Void. Void can no longer heal. Dire is retreating, but Phoenix is now here. Phoenix uses Scythe on the Lina. Chrono out on Lina and Wyvern, not with Lifestealer though. Lifestealer will kill the Phoenix. Lifestealer infests the Lina to give them extra durability. Not able to save the Lifestealer's life though. Lina will fall soon after due to bashes, even with Yule's protection. It's just not enough. Refresher online for Void, though he seems to be holding on for the time being. Also, double damage rune, or amplified damage rune, whatever. Ooh, Refresher has been used. Mana will regenerate in a mere moment. Lina has bought back into the game. It is time for Dire to siege yet again. Okay, it will be time. Ooh, Void closing in on the Lifestealer. Chrono out! BKB with Void. Lifestealer will die to Chronosphere. No one will save him this time. Lifestealer does have buyback if he so chooses. No Chrono for the Void. Manta dodge. Ooh! Oh, that was a sick Manta dodge by him. Dodging the Light Strike Array, dodging the stun. Radiant has smoked in. Will they find the Lifestealer? There's a high potential just because they're really close. They don't see him at the time, unfortunately. Well, time to siege. Will Chrono be used? Scythe out on Lina. Lina swapped. Lina E-bladed. Chrono out. Wyvern and Underlord have been caught. Lina also got caught in the crossfire. Supernova Sunray has been out as well. Damage being dealt. Apparition disarm on the Void, but not enough. Manted out. AA down. Second Chrono used to annihilate the Lifestealer. The game is over. The entire Radiant team is dead. Racks are getting taken. Game is pretty much over. Although they're not closing out the game quite yet. They're trying to get barracks. Oh. Why am I acting surprised by this? I know this. Oh no, I'm trying to act. I'm trying to act or something. So anyways, Void's got his Axe Scepter. Now he has 8 slots, so now we can actually end. There we go. So, time for some post-game analysis? I think that's what this is. Overall, first time actually trying to cast one of these games. I might try this sometime in the future with random replays if a game goes really well and I wasn't recording at the time, or my friends do some really cool stuff. Usually, if I'm with my friends, I'll probably just be really focused on the game and don't have time to really talk or like over-talk on this. So I might, if a game like this happens again, just go through the replay and cast over it some. Now, I can't entirely speak for the effectiveness of items on everyone else at the moment, mostly because I wasn't playing as them. So I'm just going to go off of what I think going for a Hand of Midas into a Scythe on Phoenix actually worked out. Mostly due to Icarus Dive, having a long enough range that I can use Scythe of Vice as a really powerful initiation, since I can just dive in, Scythe, go out, set up for a Sunray, or whatever else. It's a very reliable thing. I think you just need a Hand of Midas to really set it up, and you also need to have enough farm to get it, because that's like 7,000 already. So you need like 10k at the very least to make this function. Next item, I went for Lotus Orb, which that was mostly asked by my Void, because he would have killed me otherwise. So, went that. Afterwards, went for a Holy Locket and then a Force Staff. I think I should have got the Force Staff first before the Holy Locket, because there were times when I think the Force Staff could have actually saved me there. I just got the Holy Locket just to kind of help with the healing. I think the second purpose was also being able to provide mana to Void, because due to the refresher usage, that actually kind of costs a lot of mana. So it was like a way of helping without buying mana boots. Which honestly, I probably could have done that, but I didn't. I didn't mostly because of the regen that from Tranks is what I needed to kind of live. All in all, it was a pretty good game, although it pretty much ended up being Tinker was kind of off in the sidelines doing whatever. However, with Void as our carry and Phoenix and Venge as the supports, we basically just made Jack, our carry, stupidly strong. And, well, we won the game, so it worked out. So kind of a different change of pace, trying out a different format, seeing how I like it. This is mostly as practice. I will definitely do some better stuff in the future. I usually start off kind of not that good enough, and I'll get better later on. But how often will these replay castings actually work? I'm not entirely sure. I might pick this up a little bit more whenever TI starts coming around, because that's at least important enough that I might try to do that. Though how much better I would be as opposed to some actual professional caster that get paid to actually cast these things. Hard to tell. I might just do it for fun. Well, anyways, that's gonna end the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it at least some amount, and you all have a good night.